adidas Ubersonic 4 or Asics Solution Speed FF2? Which one should you buy? Hey everybody, it's Dak, your YouTube foot doctor, and today we're going to go head-to-head comparing adidas Ubersonic 4 and Asics Solution Speed FF2. 4 categories, 5 points each: speed, comfort, durability, and playability. Total out of 20. Now, in terms of just raw speed, the Ubersonic 4 did beat out the Solution Speed FF2 just by a little bit on the suicide test. However, I think the real reason for that is that the Ubersonic 4 just has a little bit more of that forefoot boxiness to it, so it's going to grab the court on turns, and it is a lot faster going side to side. So if you're split stepping and then moving sideways in that direction, these shoes are going to be a lot better for that. That's why I also picked these as one of my favorites for outdoor basketball. The Solution Speed FF2, however, is a lot more of just a streamlined shoe. So if you're moving up and down more like serving and volleying, I really think the Solution Speed FF2 is going to be the faster shoe for you. Suffice to say though, both these shoes are super light and super speedy. So for speed, I'm giving both of them a 5 out of 5. Now comfort, this is an interesting one because the previous iteration of the Solution Speeds were not all that comfortable of a shoe. It kind of bent and snapped in the forefoot. There's a little bit of that pinch point. However, the new FF2 version does not have that. They're a very plush upper and they break in immediately. They're one of the more comfortable shoes I've actually put on my foot this year. Now the Ubersonic 4 is a little bit of a different story. Whereas the Ubersonic 2s, that neoprene upper just broke in immediately. The Ubersonic 3s couldn't really break in at all. And now the Ubersonic 4 is kind of a mix between the two. Whereas when you first get in them, that upper, that real woven upper here in the forefoot is a little bit like cardboard. It does take a few sessions to break in. However, I felt that after a few times playing in them, and I didn't get any more of those crease or pinch points, and the shoe has actually been really comfortable after I've broken them in. Now, the one bad part about both of these shoes is the forefoot cushioning is going to bottom out on both of them after a little while. The Solution Speeds is going to take just a little bit longer because it just has a little bit more foam in the forefoot than the Ubersonic 4s, but suffice to say, both of them, they're a little bit more minimalist in the forefoot. So after time, after you've been playing with them for a little while, they're both going to break down there in the forefoot. So I would put an insert in both of these if you're going to play with them for any length of time. So for comfort, I'm going to give the Solution Speeds a 4 out of 5 and the Ubersonic 4s a 3.5 out of 5. Just because the Ubersonic 4s do take a little bit longer to break in with that woven upper, and they will break down a little faster, whereas the Solution Speeds will break in immediately, but they'll also break down. Now the reason these two aren't lower is because the forefoot cushioning can be augmented with a simple insert. Now durability was my favorite category to judge both of these shoes, and the reason is that Asics and Adidas both found ways to make such durable shoes in such lightweight packaging. On the Dremel test on the uppers, the Ubersonic 4s did fantastic. That woven upper is super durable, and the treads on the Ubersonic 4s are just as durable as most shoes that are much heavier than they are. Now on the Asics Solution Speed FF2s, they found a way to take all that rubber caging on the Solution Speed FFs and make it not pinch your foot. So you're getting a plush ride on the Solution Speed FF2, but you got all that rubber reinforcement in the uppers, so the shoe on the Dremel test in the uppers, once again, super durable, but also in a lightweight package. And the treads on the Solution Speed FF2s, even though these were the clay model, still only around 1 millimeter of damage on the Dremel test. So the Asics really found a way to pack all this durability into this super lightweight shoe, same with Adidas. And they both found ways to engineer both these shoes to be more comfortable while maintaining that durability. That's why both of them get a 5 out of 5 for me on durability. Now in terms of playability, there's just not much that separate these two shoes. If you are a serve and volleyer, in my opinion, there's not one shoe on the market right now that is better than the Asics Solution Speed FF2. However, if you're someone that wants one shoe for multiple surfaces, the all-court version of the adidas Ubersonic 4 is going to be a lot better than the all-court version of the Asics Solution Speed FF2, just because the all-court treads on these will grip well-maintained clay and even poorly maintained clay as well as a hard court, whereas the all-court version of the Solution Speeds really only going to grip a hard court really well. And I also think for side-to-side speed, if you're a retriever moving side to side, I do think that the Ubersonic 4s just offer you a little bit more lateral stability because of the wide track treads. However, the Solution Speeds are a true 3-piece tongue, so they are going to give you just a little bit more security around the ankle if that's the feel of the shoe you really want. Now, some other people just do not like the feeling of a woven upper. They want a little bit more of a plush upper, and if you're one of those people, you'll probably want to stick with the Solution Speeds as well. But just in terms of raw playability, if I had to play a match tomorrow and I had both of these shoes on my shelf, I'd pretty much have to flip a coin on which shoe I would want to put on for that tournament. And with the caveat that both these shoes are going to wear down in the midsole just a little bit faster than more maximalist shoes, I am giving both of these a 5 out of 5 for playability. And that gives us a grand total of, all right, take the 5, carry the 2, 18.5 for the adidas Ubersonic 4, and 19 for the Asics Solution Speed FF2. Now, I know this is a really high rating for both these shoes, and I know that there were a lot of shoes in my top 5 video that came in above the adidas Ubersonic 4 and Solution Speed FF2. However, in this head-to-head, I'm really rewarding the innovation of both these two shoes and how these companies were able to get so much into such a light shoe. Now, in terms of me being a foot doctor, I am a little bit more of a fan of a maximalist tennis shoe. I just think that it prevents a lot of injuries down the road. And so, although these shoes are not meant to be on your feet 7 days a week for a couple hours a day, these shoes are really meant to be put on your feet when it really matters most. And as a physician that deals with athletes on a daily basis, that is the highest compliment that I can pay a shoe. And if you want to see the complete review and teardown of both these shoes, make sure you click into the playlist up above. I'll see you in the next video.